the crack? What's the bleeding story? How yous all doing? Hope you're well. Today's Arsenal transfer daily news, rumours, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But before we get underway, please do hit that sub button and hit that like. I'm near enough the 1k mark, so please do. All your support is greatly wanted and greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's get into it. Your man Victor Osimhen, yeah, we're talking about him again. Apparently Arsenal are just putting the brakes on it at the minute. They are interested in him. This is what we're hearing. They are interested in him, but they're probably going to wait now until after the Euros and see is there any standout player there, or is there anyone that comes available between now and, let's say, middle of July or something like that, I'd say. As I said, he's a big gamble. He's a lot of money. There's 110 or something million his release clause, and he's on serious money at Napoli, so he'll be looking for serious money definitely at Arsenal, because you know you have one good game at Arsenal, you get a number 10 short or a number 14 short, and real Arsenal fans will know what I'm talking about there. So yeah, it's just at the minute it's parked for the striker at the minute, so that's really the news I have on a striker. But the interesting thing I have is your man Mark Gay, the English fella, the Crystal Palace fella. Gay Pride Month. Happy Gay Pride Month, everyone. But yeah, so Arsenal looking at him, and I was there looking at this going, why? And they're thinking, right, okay, because the reason why I was there, like why, like you know, Saliba and fucking Gabriel have been absolutely quality when they're playing together. But we have to sort of cast our memories back to this time last year, really. It was around, like, you know, the summer transfer window when Gabriel's head was turned. He was offered the bright lights of Saudi Arabia, if there is. And that's no offence to anything about Saudi Arabia or anything like that. It's clearly the money. Let's talk about it. Money. That's what he's looking for. And then we started the league off where he was not starting. You know, Partey started at one stage, and it upset the apple cart a bit. You know, was Gabriel's fucking head in it? I don't know. And even towards the end of this season, I think it was one of the last week of the Premier League, and he was talking about money and stuff like this and never say never, and he's looking to go back to fucking Brazil and play in Brazil at some stage. I'm sorry, I'm not into that, mate. You're at fucking Arsenal, you're getting paid millions, and you're talking about other clubs and stuff like that. So what you're doing there is, mate, you're disrespecting my badge, okay? So shut the fuck up. You're getting paid, piss off. If you don't like it, fuck off, okay? And the whole thing about it is this Mark Gay, whatever the fuck you call him, off Crystal Palace, the English fella, he was at Chelsea. I think Palace want to keep him, obviously. United are looking at him, and so are Chelsea. So I was there thinking, maybe Arteta's probably thinking, I'm not feeling Gabriel, you know, his loyalty, is it there? You know, will Saudi Arabia, will a team come again, turn his head again, and do we have to wait as fans, have to wait for him to fucking decide? Not on my watch, mate, not on my watch. I don't give a fuck who you are, you're not bigger than the club. So if Arteta is doing that, fair fucks to him, because that Mark Gay fella, he's not fucking bad. Not bad at all. And I do think he would play really well with Saliba. Absolutely. You know, so if Gabriel is there, like, thinking, and Arteta should know, because he dropped him last season, he should know his attitude. Did he have a conversation saying, next summer, being this summer, if an offer comes in from Saudi Arabia, we'll take it and you be on your merry way. So it's just interesting that sort of came up, and I had a look at it, and I was, like, you know, thinking this could be a runner. It doesn't surprise me, because I was there thinking midfielder, striker is the most important position that we need to fill. But if Gabriel is starting this bollocks again, it comes to your centre half is one of the most important positions to recruit in. So yeah, well, let's watch the space on this. It's pretty interesting, you know what I mean. What is more interesting is Reece Nelson. has been linked to West Ham. 20 million. That's what Arsenal want. Are West Ham willing to pay 20 million? Probably not. I'd say it'll be in between, say, 10 to 15 million for him. Yeah, good luck, Reece. Sorry, we gave you every opportunity you could. You've been around the club, you've been out on loan, you've been injured. Club has still paid you, so I don't really feel too fucking sorry or sad or anything like that if he does march on his merry way, because he's been made a millionaire by the club I love. So yeah, good luck. Next, Eddie is also one of those players. Eddie has been probably the most luckiest player on the fucking planet to not only get the number 14 jersey, which is special to Arsenal fans, but to get a 5 million signing on fee and also 150 grand per week. Yes, make that make sense. Make it make sense. And this is, I'm going to do a show about the transfer dealings, the contracts and all this stuff. Why are Arsenal being bent over a barrel and just taking one? Why is that? You know what I mean? You should be able to sell the club. It's Arsenal Football Club, mate. Alright, that's who you're signing for. 5 million signing on fee. I won't forget that. So I want that recouped in the transfer market. I want that back. Will we get it back? No. I can't see any much. Like, I know Crystal Palace, West Ham are, the media saying, oh yeah, they're linked, but really are they? The same with Smith Rowe. I don't mind giving Smith Rowe another season. Sorry, I don't mind. I just think he's been given the short straw. I think he sort of hit injury. Let's not forget about this time last year, towards the end of the last season, him and Saka were absolutely smoking, and he got the injury. It really fucked him up, to be honest with you, and he just couldn't get his chance, couldn't get the chance. Everyone else was playing, let's say, better, Arteta's view, and he just wouldn't give it to him. That's fair enough. But I'd like to see him, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, few of the Champions League games as well. Give him a run out. See how he gets on. Or if it's the case, put him out on a 6-month loan deal in the Premier League. See how he's getting on. I don't know. I just think it's a bit too early for him to get rid of him. But I just sort of I like Smith Rowe as a player. I like his attitude, everything like that. Anyway, let's get into the fixtures. First game of the season, Wolves. Wolves at home, not bad. That's an okay fixture to start off in. Then we go to Villa Park. That's going to be a tough game. Villa had a great season last season, Champions League, so that's going to be a tough one straight away. Arsenal, Brighton at home shouldn't be a problem, and then we're into the North London derby. I'm not too excited about that because Spurs to me are just fucking shy. So I don't really give a shit about that, to be honest with you. Not like it means stuff to other fans, and that's because, let's say, fans who live in London and stuff like that, but I suppose foreign fans don't rate Spurs, so that's the way I look at it. It's a way we should do them. Just get out of your head that, oh, it's a derby, anything can happen. No, it's Tottenham. Just go out and fucking beat them. Then we have the Man City away, and I'm delighted that it is early, 21st of September. Here, that could change to probably a Sunday or whatever if the 21st isn't a Sunday, but that's going to be a Sunday, so it'll probably be the 22nd, I'd say, if that is the case. But that's where you're laying your statement down for the season. You beat City, you beat them. It's that simple. I'm not interested in a draw, because a draw to me, look where it got us last season. We should have beaten them, and that would have made a statement. Early doors here, 21st, 22nd of September. Make a statement, you know what I mean? And it's that fucking simple, and you rock on. And then you've Leicester, you've Southampton, you've Bournemouth, and then you've Liverpool in the middle of October. So you have a whole month there to get a nice few wins under your belt. You'll have a few Champions League games, stuff like that. You get momentum going. And then we have Liverpool in the Emirates, you know what I mean, in the 26th of October. That's the way you should be looking. The mentality should be that way. And And just actually going back to, right, so as it says, the first few games of the season is Wolves at home, Villa, Brighton. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because the 31st is the Brighton game. So the next game is your Spurs game. So Arsenal will have all their business done by the 31st, let's say, of August, when the transfer window slams shut. So your first game up with your top shiny new players will be against Spurs. So absolutely, what a game to throw them into as well. Anyway, on that note, please do sub if you're new around here. Hit the like button and notification. I am going live this week, 100% I am, definitely, because my season is over coaching me son's team. So I've a bit more spare time, and I will be hitting a bit more live streams on the way. Alright, take care, God bless you, and see you soon.